balance. The heat the earth receives from the sun is radiated back by the earth in different ways. You know, one third of heat immediately reflected back into the space, and the rest heats of the surface of the earth, and which in turn heats the atmosphere and eventually is radiated into the space. So here, what happens when heat is not radiated back? If the entire heat is not radiated back, then every day the amount of heat received on the earth's surface becomes more and more, and leading to the hotness on the earth's surface. It becomes hot and hotter and to the hottest, and that is not suitable for living, right? So whatever heat is received, the heat received by earth should radiate back. It's very important. If it radiates too much, what would happen? Earth becomes cooler and coolest, so that all the places on the earth is not suitable for living. So it is not suitable releasing the entire heat back, and not suitable keeping the water heat much more on the earth's surface. So what is needed here? There should be a balance in the heat received and radiated back, right? So earth always maintains a balance in the heat radiated, in the heat received and radiated back, and that is what we call here heat balance. Okay, let me show you that in the form of a diagram. Okay, look at here. Here students, this is what to call our earth, what I shown here, understand? And it is atmosphere surrounding the earth surface, understand? Atmosphere. Then what it is, sun here. Okay, so here when solar radiation passes to the earth becomes heat, and this heat reflected again into the space by the earth, understand? So whatever the heat received by earth, in that the excessive heat is released, that means radiated back into the space. In this way, earth maintains a balance in the heat. It radiates the excessive heat only. If it does not radiate this heat into the space, the heat absorbed by earth increases and becomes much more. It turns to hotter. So as it turns to hotter, it is not suitable for us to live on it. That is the first thing. Second thing is that if earth radiates the entire heat what it received, that means if the total heat it radiates into the space, then earth becomes what? Cool. Understand? It becomes what? Cool. And everything will be at minus degree centigrade on the earth, so that it is also not suitable. So what is the work done by earth here? It keeps some heat on its surface, and remaining heat it radiates into the space. In that way it maintains what? Balance in the heat, and that what we call a heat balance. Okay, the heat earth receives from the sun is radiated back okay, by the earth in different ways. What in by different ways? Oceans radiates, then forest cover. In that way, it radiates certain amount of heat into the space, and remaining heat maintains on the earth's surface. That is heat balance. So this heat balance is very important. You know that carbon dioxide comes from the burning of the diesel, petrol, and deforestation, and emitting the smoke, what to call, coming from the industries. So all these increases the carbon dioxide on the earth's surface. When carbon dioxide increases on the earth's surface, earth may not radiate heat into the space. That means the increased carbon dioxide on earth's surface doesn't allow the heat into the space radiated by the earth, so that the heat increases much more on the earth. Then that results in increasing temperature on the earth, that what we call global warming. Understand what we call global warming? What is by global warming? Increasing temperature across the globe due to the excessive carbon dioxide, understand, and some other gases, which prevents the heat radiating into the space. Okay, so earth maintaining the water heat balance is very important, and this heat is measured in what to call temperature. So temperature, what to call is very important point on the earth's surface. Always a minimum temperature should be there on earth's surface, understand, and that is maintained by the earth. Okay, next, what we see that how the temperature is recorded here, understand. See here, global warming. I have shown this slide to know that what is global warming. Okay, gases like carbon dioxide, it prevents the radiation of heat from the earth. Understand? So carbon dioxide in the atmosphere increases due to the burning of the petrol, diesel, and cutting down of forest. So what happens if the carbon dioxide proportion in atmosphere increases? Huh? When carbon dioxide proportion in the atmosphere increases, it opposes the heat radiating into the space, and that what we call global warming. Understand? Where the temperature increases much more on the earth surface. Understand? So global warming is one big issue faced by the world countries today. Okay, right? So always warming up on the earth's surface is very important. Okay, and Earth's atmosphere is warming up. This is caused by the greenhouse effect. We call it a greenhouse effect because atmosphere warms up in similar way to the greenhouse. So here certain gases makes the earth atmosphere to become heat. So the greenhouses gases will help the water to keep warming on earth's surface. When the pollutants increases on the earth atmosphere, then the temperature on the earth increases, and that leading to what? Global warming. Okay, so let us see that how the temperature is recorded here. Understand what is mean by high and low temperatures here? Scientists have recorded the highest and lowest temperatures on the earth's surface. We know that the temperature is not same on all the places. They have recognized, instead they have identified the highest temperature recorded on the earth's surface is 57.8 degrees centigrade. You know, The temperature is measured in Celsius using the thermometer. This 57.8 degrees centigrade temperature recorded at Ajijia. Where it recorded? Ajijia. It is a place in Libya. Libya is in African continent, and that temperature recorded by scientists in July 1922. When they recorded? July 1922. So what is the highest temperature so far recorded on the Earth's surface? It is 57.8 degree Celsius. This is the highest temperature in African continent at Libya. Understand? There is a place called Aegea. And the lowest temperature also recorded somewhere on the Earth's surface, that is minus 89.2 degrees centigrade. Dear students, it is minus 89. It means that you should know that how much temperature difference is there across the globe. Okay, 89 minus 89. It is not a simple 89, minus 89. Okay, very, very, very cold. That means everything will be in frozen status. Okay, it will be like ice and stand. So the lowest temperature recorded at Vostok. Vostok is a space station of what to call Russia. It is at Antarctica continent. You know, Antarctic continent situated near to the South Pole, and there is no growth of trees. It is a barren land. Nobody is living. Very few people are living in the what to call Arctic North Pole. Okay, but whereas in Antarctic, very few, it is not suitable. The temperature there, it is minus 89.2 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this is what to call the lowest temperature on the earth's surface so far recorded. Okay, and see that the lowest minimum temperature is minus 273.16 degrees centigrade. So here on the earth, what is the lowest temperature recorded? That is minus 89.2 degrees centigrade. And the temperature, the lowest temperature doesn't go, okay, it cannot go below this point, that is minus 273.16 degrees Celsius. Okay, C means Celsius, understand? Because temperature is measured in Celsius using the what? Thermometer. What it is used? Thermometer is used instead. Thermometer. Okay, this is used to measure the what? Temperature. Understand? Let us see that how to record the temperature. Okay, so we have known now highest and lowest temperatures recorded on the earth's surface, right? You know that where it is highest temperature recorded and where it is lowest temperature recorded. And we know that what is meant by heat balance. So the two concepts we have completed. Let us see that how to record the temperatures instead. See, we have to take the thermometer, and with the help of thermometer we have to measure the temperatures and record it. So let us see that how to record the temperatures. We have to note down what highest and lowest temperatures of the day using a what to call thermometer. Okay, 6 maximum temperatures, 6 minimum temperatures we have to take in a day. Okay, that means in a day, but in a particular day we have to record highest and lowest temperatures of the day using thermometer. So how many times? 6 times maximum temperature and 6 times minimum in a day, in one day. Okay, right? So in this way we have to record every day, and at the end of the month we have to note down all the maximum temperatures and calculating the average maximum temperature for that place by adding all maximum temperatures dividing the total number of days. For example, you have taken the temperature for 15 days. How many days? 15 days. So every day you have recorded 6 times maximum temperatures and 6 times minimum temperatures. Like that 15 days. So you will get the data of 15 days maximum temperatures and minimum temperatures. So all these maximum temperatures we have to add. Okay, then you will get the total temperature recorded in 15 days, and that should be divided by 15 days. Okay, that means total temperature by number of days. Okay, once again I am writing here uh, to understand very clearly. Okay, see here what we have to do. Total temperature we should take, and that should be divided by number of days. Okay, how many days you have recorded? 15 days. So 15 days we have to take. Okay, here down on the top it is the total temperature recorded. Which temperature? That means maximum temperatures. Which one? One time maximum temperatures we have to add, and we'll get the total maximum temperature, and that total maximum temperature should be divided with the number of days. Then what do you get? We get average maximum temperature for that place. Similarly, minimum temperature also we should take for 15 days. So in this way, what you call the temperature should be recorded using the what? Thermometer instead. So with the help of the thermometer, we should record the temperature of a place for 15 days or maybe certain days. Okay. At the end of the month, we have to note down all the maximum temperatures one side, and another side all the minimum temperatures, and all the maximum temperatures total should be divided by that number of days. Then in that way we'll get a average maximum temperature. What will we get? Average maximum temperature. And another side all the minimum temperatures for the 15 days we have to total, and that should be divided by 15 days. You will get average minimum temperature for that month. So this is a way of recording high and low temperatures and finding the average maximum temperatures and minimum temperatures across the what to call it, that place in a month. Now look at that. It is a table showing that the average monthly temperatures recorded at Hyderabad. Okay, dear students, if you look at this table, you will come to know that in the month of January, the maximum average maximum temperature is 28. Okay, it is calculated by taking the temperatures recorded every day in the month of January, and that is totaled by what to call all the days instead. Then similarly, the minimum temperature for the January at Hyderabad is 16 degrees centigrade. So February it is given, April, May. You see that what you observe here in the January it is maximum 28, and in May it is 39. You know, it is March, April, May, and June is what? It is the hottest what to call thing on the earth surface instant, that is to us. Okay, in our Telangana, it is the summer season, so that the temperature recorded there it is 38, 39, and 34. Always 38 above, sorry, 33 above it is recorded from March, April, May, and June. This is what a summer season. And coming to the December, you see that it is 28. Okay, and minimum temperatures. So what do you see that? Does the temperatures recorded same in every month? No, right? Temperature is varying from one month to another month. Okay, so in this way we should record the temperature of a place using the thermometer. Huh? So here the temperature recorded for Hyderabad is the temperature of Hyderabad. Now, based on that graph, average temperatures are taken. Okay, see, it is the average temperature 28 degrees in the month of January. How much it is? 28. And what is the minimum? 16 degrees centigrade. So this is taken on the graph. Now look at that. This is the graph showing the average monthly temperatures. Average monthly. That means the temperature of a month in average taken. Okay, right? So what is the temperature in the month of January? We know that just now we have seen it is 28. That is recorded here, right? And another one is which is shown with red, that is minimum temperature. How much it is? 16 degrees centigrade in the month of January. Okay, so we have to draw the what? The graph of the uh, Hyderabad using the water this table. Okay, which table? Here it is shown. Okay, just maximum temperature recorded on the graph using this table, and the minimum temperature you have to record. Okay, so here the minimum temperature is given. There's values we have to take on this graph. Okay, and the graph shows what to call monthly average monthly temperatures, average monthly maximum temperatures, and minimum temperatures for Hyderabad district. Okay, in this way the temperature is recorded, and the factors influencing the temperatures at different locations, that is latitude. So latitude is a factor. It what to call decides the temperature recorded on the earth surface.